down since the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems.
It's week 4 of the 2025 season, and we'll see the Broncos' sure-handed tight end. He just crossed the century mark last week with 102 yards. It's the Broncos and the Chiefs on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Broncos in this one. They have a tremendous aerial attack, one of the best in the league. But they're going to face a stiff test here.
I don't think that they'll face a tougher test all season long because this is the #1 defense in the NFL. A team that puts a lot of pressure on a quarterback. And we know from talking to both of these teams, neither of them is going to back down from this challenge.
We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. On first down, Wilson. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 102 yards.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Well, anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ballgame, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. Kick. Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And he fields it cleanly. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. So here are the Chiefs. Time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Buying time, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Milton Williams able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. That's double the distance to the first down marker.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards on the ground. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Throw left side complete. That's Spencer. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great... So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
On the slant, completes to Sutton.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Wilson. Now he's flushed out left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wilson on first down.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Wilson to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck. Yeah,
you see him. You don't see the tree.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 42 yards out. And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break. Opening drive, 3rd quarter, and we'll see how this defense comes out of the locker room. They start the second half here with Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Spencer.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for the... So we're in the 3rd quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down now. It's Spencer, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Spencer. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
Yeah, in the red zone. Fourth quarter action, beginning of the drive. Time to see how this defense does here. Throwing now is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Newman. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stays.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is.
Wilson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. Back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Back back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of his contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Chiefs, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad.
It's week 5 of the National Football League, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC West. It's the Chargers and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, so often it's the quarterbacks that are in the spotlight, and in this game, no different. We have a very compelling matchup.
And both of them have terrific ability to improvise, and that means when the first read's not there, how quickly can you go through your progressions? Can you hang in there and take a shot as you release it? Can you buy time outside of the pocket? Can you pull it down and run if need be? I think we'll see all of those traits on display in this one.
We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. Throwing to start the drive, Elliott. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Elliott. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he stopped immediately there.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Back to throw again. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they... The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Elliott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A good burst there and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Elliott. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. Taken in at the 22. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. Early on in the game, 1st quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with 4th down and 1. They'll run for it with Eckler. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Elliott. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Chris Jones on the stop. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he powers his way up past the 30. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Up the middle with Eckler. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Elliott. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second down, Eckler. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate. But a nice carry. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Elliott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on first down, Elliott. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. On first down, Elliott. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started out west in Las Vegas. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in the second quarter. Josh Jacobs, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. From there, we take the long trek eastward to Tampa, check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Michael Carter, 3 touchdown runs. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the... Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the third quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Elliott. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Elliott. His pass complete to Rucker. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Holding, offense.
Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They're certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Eckler. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for L.A. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. The returns on the last drive. A big possession coming up here. This defense, they've been tested all game long. Now they'll look to protect this slim 4th quarter lead. On 1st and 10, Elliott. Outright, he's got Rucker. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. K'Lavon Chason coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped it for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Elliott to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. The Chargers on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Elliott escaping the pressure right. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession.
They have to like what they've gotten from him in the... Start of the drive here, 4th quarter, and this defense looking for a stop. Throwing to start the drive. Elliott eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. He's got Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
That's caught, and it's Eckler again. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
George Karlaftis.
And it goes a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Kansas City, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Texans and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand here. CD, you look at the Texans in this matchup, and they know that they are in for a fight here.
And anytime you're dealing with the #1 defense in the league, all through your preparation, you know that yards are going to be tough to come by. But working in their favor, they can run the football. One of the top 5 teams in the league in that category. So I expect this one to be a tight, hard-hitting affair, and both teams playing to their strengths.
We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive.
Let's go, man.
They go play action with Lawrence. Left side, it's complete. Finding room at midfield. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 45 on second down, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On third down, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Going right back to Akers. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, a 13-yard. Time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Up to the 20.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Here's Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Lawrence will throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. On the punt, Jamie Gillen. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. From the gun on third down, Lawrence toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
Go.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run here with Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On second and goal, Lawrence over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Opening drive, 3rd quarter, and we'll see how this defense comes out of the locker room.
Check. Lock it. Opposite.
Now Akers to start the 3rd quarter on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Holding. Offense.
But the tight end instead this time drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Houston. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number. So we're in the 3rd quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Lawrence. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football.
A big possession coming up here. This defense, they've been tested all game long. Now they'll look to protect this slim 4th quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt.
A big possession coming up here. This defense, they've been tested all game long. Now they'll look to protect this slim 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll run a draw now with Akers. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Lawrence on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. It's hauled in by Hardy. Down inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texans! A great effort. Fourth quarter action, beginning of the drive. Time to see how this defense does here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. This is caught. It's Hardy. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Throwing now, Lawrence. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Akers, back-to-back catches. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw, Lawrence. Going deep here for Landry. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. This to possibly force OT. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had time remaining.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Chiefs, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been moving like a hoolie, keep it goody, boy, I stump you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. And you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the bass.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll get to see the Eagles' rocket-armed quarterback. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Eagles and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for we are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on first down. Sanderson forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Back to throw. Sanderson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. Out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. He'll take it at the 42. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive.
Ready.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
To throw on second down, Sanderson. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Sanderson. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle they go. Watkins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Ready.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Sanderson. Flushed out right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, Sanderson. And this is caught by Watkins. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throw right side, caught by Goedert, the tight end. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now. This is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. That going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Sanderson. Open man is Goedert, the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
To throw on 3rd down. Sanderson. He delivers another to Goedert, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this standpoint, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they have their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here. Late. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. Following the fumble recovery, Sanderson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st down, Sanderson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This short throw caught by Goddard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Sanderson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial minute.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Sanderson. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Sanderson. And he's left with no option here but to throw away. So stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
They have a good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
This is fielded at the 27. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense. Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the third quarter. Throwing to start the drive, Sanderson. This short throw caught by Goddard, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off play action, Sanderson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there.
So we're in the third quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Caleb Chason able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sanderson will let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't running up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10. Sanderson.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Sanderson. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. That catch for his career's number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
On 1st down, it's Watkins, and he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Perhaps one more stop could do it for this defense. They'll head out here with a 2-score lead in tow in this 4th quarter.
Get ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Sanderson. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. The throw over the middle, taken in.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Sanderson. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too...
Start of the drive here, 4th quarter, and this defense looking for a stop.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins.
Hurry.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Again, that's Watkins.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, the Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd down, Sanderson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun, Sanderson back to Goddard for another completion. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sanderson. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run the option left. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Sanderson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Sanderson. Steps away to his left. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So they do get the short field. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I get a fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Kansas City, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
My Brooklyn, cause he shot rock, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not the ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni again it hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And everyone's watching Devin Lloyd, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Jaguars and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. Throwing on first down. Franklin. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run.
Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson.
2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the gun on third down, Franklin. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 9 yards that time.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On first down, Franklin.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Operating from the gun, Franklin. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. On third down, Robinson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
To throw on second down, Franklin. They're looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have...
Been a nice showing here in the first half for this defense. Will that trend continue? Time to find out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Franklin. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Franklin. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there on 20 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
A touch of time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Opening drive, 3rd quarter, and we'll see how this defense comes out of the locker room. They go play action here on first down.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football over to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche.
Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the third quarter. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
On 1st and 10, Franklin.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good...
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw on 2nd down, Franklin. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So we're in the 3rd quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Franklin.
Checks this one down to Robinson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Off the play fake, Franklin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Robinson up the middle. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Franklin. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. A big possession coming up here. This defense, they've been tested all game long. Now they'll look to protect this slim 4th quarter lead. Throwing to start the drive. Franklin. He finds his man Johnson. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Operating from the gun, Franklin. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 1st down, Franklin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That caught by Trimble. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw again. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game instead.
Fourth quarter action, beginning of the drive. Time to see how this defense does here. back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Start of the drive here, fourth quarter, and this defense looking for a stop. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Jaguars, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, gang, gang.